Right? Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakal Quitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who have taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. And what I want to get into today in this lesson is that, you know, shit about to hit the fan for real, bro. All right? We've been prophesying that all hell is going to break loose out here in America, man. On a very high, great, and grand scale, man. All right? We're not playing when we tell you this, man. All right? Great anguish and great pain and great sorrow and mourning and death and destruction is coming to America on a very high, great, and grand scale, man. All right? The true prophets of the Lord have been telling you this, man. All right, which are the Israelites, man. All right, first and foremost, the Israelites of Great Millstone, man, and the ones that teach in like manner, because they are the ones that have 100% truth of the Bible, man. Okay, we've been prophesying, all right, that civil war is about to pop off. All right, very great race wars and race riots, very great civil war. All this is about to pop off, man. Very soon, man, because if you're paying attention to what's going on in the news, man, all right, you see that it's about to pop off for real, all right, because now what happened to that Ukrainian chick, all right, that got stabbed on the bus, all right? Jake done stabbed the Ukrainian chick, an Edomite chick, all right? Now, so now you got Edomites and this white and black narrative that's about to pop off, man. All right, and then also you got Charlie Kirk that he just been assassinated, man. Charlie Kirk is an activist, a conservative activist. All right, because you know you got conservatives and then you got liberals, you got the right and then you got the left, man. All right, and America is more divided than it has ever been. America is more divided than it has ever been in history, man. All right, division is at its all-time high here in America, man. You, like I said, you got the left and the right. You got the conservatives, all right, and then you got the liberals, man, the Democrats, the Republicans, man, and you got so-called whites and you got so-called blacks, man. All right, so things are about to pop off, man. Cause look, all right, if you're paying attention, man, like I said, Charlie Kirk has just been assassinated, man. This things about to pop off for real, bro. I'm telling you, man. All right, and this is scriptural, it's prophecy. We've been telling you this, we've been prophesying this, man. All right, civil war. I'm talking about on a level that your mind can even fathom or process, man. You people really don't know. See, when we tell you, you hear it, right? You hear us, but it goes in one ear out the other, man. You really can't grasp and grasp the concept of it, man, of what's about to go down for real, bro. We telling you, you're gonna know that. See, what's about to go down is something so great that you know that you're gonna know a higher power is doing this, man. All right, because this is the will of the Most High, the will of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, what's getting ready to go down is something crazy, man. I'm telling you, man. All right, this is why the elect of you Israelites, the elect of you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, you Seminole Indians, you West Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians, also the elect that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth under the other nations, looking like the other nations. All right, I'm talking to the elect of y'all, man. Come back to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man, before all hell breaks loose, man, because it's looking like it's about to pop off, man, for real. I'm not joking with you, man. All right. So you got right here coming from The Guardian, all right, and every news outlet is reporting on it, man. All right, because I seen the video, man. There's videos going around on the internet, man. You know, I seen the video of this man being shot right in the neck. Then just what it looks like liters and gallons of blood just leaking from his neck, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. And this is what's about to pop off on a higher scale, man. Very, very soon, man. All right, he's talking, and then boom, shot in the neck, and then he just starts leaking, bro. Leaking straight from the neck, man. All right, and people are going to see this, and it's going to arouse people up. It's going to cause a civil war, man. And this is the exact plan of the elites. All right. Ultimately, it's the plan of the Most High, because the Most High is controlling everything. This is part of His word, and we gonna get it in the scriptures, man. Isaiah 19. All right. 2nd Esdras. All right. We gonna pull it out, man. We gonna pull the scriptures out, man. All right. We gonna teach. All right. But anyway, it says Trump ally Charlie Kirk fatally shot during event at Utah Valley University. Yeah, he was assassinated, man. All right, being assassinated means when you get killed or you die, all right, without knowing you're about to be killed or about to die. All right, it says Turning Point USA executive director was shot in neck while speaking at event, and suspect still at large. Yeah, I might at the end of this lesson, I might show you the video, bro. Shit crazy, man. All right, but I was thinking maybe not, because I don't want my video to be taken down. All right, but anyway, let's keep reading. It says Charlie Kirk, the powerful right-wing activist, yeah, conservative, all right, Trump ally, all right, and executive director of Turning Point USA, has died after being shot in the neck on Wednesday while speaking at a university campus event in Utah. In video posts circulating on social media, Kirk, 31, all right, can be seen being struck by a bullet while speaking and sitting beneath a tent in the Utah Valley University. Yeah, I seen that video. All right, courtyard in Orem, Utah. Kirk was there as part of the American Comeback Tour, which is hosted by the TPUSA chapter at UVU. All right, video footage also shows a student on campus, all right, running away from the sound of gunfire. Yeah, I seen about like 2 or 3 different videos, maybe like 3 or 4 different videos. All right, in a post on X on Wednesday afternoon, the university said the campus was closed. A spokesperson for Utah Valley University told the New York Times that Kirk was struck by a suspect who had fired from a building, all right, about 200 yards away. All right. It says Ellen Trenor, all right, a university spokesperson, said a suspect was in custody, all right, but they are no longer a suspect. All right, there is no suspect in custody. All right, this is I think this is a kind of an early article, because I read that they or seen that they found got the suspect or whatever. All right, or whatever. All right, it says the incident is currently being investigated by 4 agencies: Orem Police, UVU Police, all right, FBI, and Utah Department of Public Safety. Trenor added, says in an eternal email. Yeah, because whoever shot him had to be a leftist, or you know, a leftist liberal, man. You know, because he was there. Because right before, because if you ask me, I thought it was probably somebody in the crowd. All right, because he was speaking about he said something about transgenderism, and then out of nowhere, bah, they shot him. You know? All right. It says the incident is current. I read that. It says in an internal email to staff members that was posted online, all right, on Wednesday evening, all right, the Turning Point USA coup, Justin Streif, all right, said it is with a heavy heart that we, the Turning Point USA leadership team, write to notify you that earlier this afternoon, Charlie went to his eternal reward with, it says right here, Jesus Christ in heaven, all right. However, in the meantime, Turning Point USA and Turning Point Action will be closed for business until Monday, the 15th, likely longer, all right. So yeah, man, I might show you the video afterwards, man. But also you got this, all right, because this popped off. You got this news right here, and you also, you know, you got the it's something you should know, you know, the Ukrainian woman, the Edomite woman, all right, or what looks like to be an Edomite woman, got stabbed, man, by Jake, man, dread-headed Jake, man. You know, so you know you're gonna have all these race wars and race riots, these civil wars, bro. Shit about to hit the fan here, bro. And that's one of the signs of an empire falling. All right, when a kingdom is divided against itself, right? When a kingdom is divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Like Yahushua said, if Satan be against Satan, how can his kingdom stand? A kingdom divided against itself cannot stand, man. All right, and that's one of the signs of a falling empire. And America is falling. It's falling right before our eyes, right? Because the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord have been out here prophesying the downfall and the destruction of America. Because prophecies can't come to pass unless they're being prophesied. All right, and the Israelites of Great Millstone and the ones that teach in like manner, we've been out here prophesying the downfall and the destruction of America. All right, because this biblical prophecy is written all throughout the scriptures, man. All right, America being destroyed and fallen by nuclear destruction, nuclear fire. All right, and America being the Roman Empire, all right, reincarnated. How did Rome fall? All right, Rome fell. One of the reasons why, because there was civil wars. All right, political corruption and all of that, just like here you see in America, man. Civil wars and riots, man. Political corruption. You know, there's nothing new under the sun, because America's the Roman Empire coming back. In the same way the Roman Empire fell, all right, is the same way America's falling, man. And you know, they say Nero, all right, Rome was set on fire when Nero was emperor, man. And guess who's Nero coming back? All right, Donald Trump. Is Nero coming back, man? That's Nero, man. All right, and it seems like America's going to be set on fire, man. All right, during his term, man. All right, by nuclear destruction. All right, so now you got this whole, because I be scrolling on the internet, man. I be scrolling on Instagram, and you know, these so-called white people, these Edomites, man. Well, you know what they be saying about Jake is crazy, man. All right, especially after this, bro. All right, so the Lord is you know, making things happen. All right, it's about to pop off with this civil war, man. All right, it says right here, Ukrainian woman stabbed to death in unprovoked attack. Yeah, because Jake walked up and just stabbed Esau, man. All right, and on the bus, or what appears to be an Edomite woman, Ukrainian chick. All right, it says Ukrainian woman stabbed to death in unprovoked attack while riding a train in North Carolina. All right, so things about to pop off, bro. All right, North Carolina governor, all right, Josh Stein, said on Monday he was appalled. Yeah, because if you look at the footage, they got the footage circulated online of this too. All right, just straight stabbed it, crazy, bro. All right, North Carolina Governor Josh Stein said Monday he was appalled by the unprovoked murder of a Ukrainian woman on Charlotte's light rail system late last month, with the recent release of the attack on video causing outrage nationwide. Yeah, all right, you got all these Edomites. You know, Esau already hates Jake like crazy, man. All right, Edom already hates Jake. That's our #1 enemy. All right? Esau, Edom is the #1 enemy to you Israelites. Esau, Edom already hates you Israelites, you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. And this is rousing Edom up, man. All right, bro, you people don't understand, man. All right, it says, like it says right here, with the recent release of the attack on video causing outrage. All right, nationwide. It says, I am heartbroken for the family of Irina, all right, Zaruska, all right, who lost their loved one to this senseless act of violence. I am appalled by the footage of her murder. All right, we need more cops on the beat to keep people safe, Stein said in a statement on Wednesday. Yeah, because on Monday, when I seen the footage. Boy, his knife was just leaking up, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Shit about to get real. Bro, I'm telling you, man. You niggas out here talking about I'm about to hit the studio. The hell wrong with you dumb niggas, bro? You niggas don't have no understanding of what time we're living in, man. Drop everything you're doing, man. All right? I'm talking to the elective you, man. I'm talking to the elective y'all. What you need to do is come back to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, bro. Whoever you are, man, woman, child, come back to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai now, man. All right? Start keeping the laws, man. Stop committing adultery. All right? Stop killing whatever you doing, man. Stop smoking. You know? Stop committing incest, homosexuality, all that, man. Stop what you doing and come back to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Because things are about to pop off. Let's get the scriptures, man. All right? Let's get, yeah, that's, yeah, matter of fact, let's get Isaiah. Let's get Isaiah 9. Excuse me, 19. All right? Let's get Isaiah 19. All right? Which, as you see the top, the subheading says message to Egypt. All right? This Egypt is not talking about actual Egypt. This Egypt is talking about America. All right? Because in the Bible, America is also known as Egypt. All right? So it says Isaiah 19 and 1. Let's read it. It says the burden. All right, the point is in verse 2, but I'll still have verse 1. It says the burden of Egypt. Yeah, the burden of Egypt. Here's a great burden that's getting ready to fall upon Egypt, America, Babylon. All right, what is that burden? That very great hell, very great death and destruction, very great violence and pain and misery and mourning and sorrow and anguish is coming to this place. And nuclear destruction right after that, man. All right? That's the burden that's coming upon Egypt, America, Babylon. The downfall and the destruction of this place, man. All right? That's the burden that America's getting ready to receive. Hell and death and pain and nuclear destruction. All right? The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. Yeah, all the Lord is gonna the Lord is getting ready to let all these people know that all the gods they're worshiping, all right, are no gods, man. They're just false idols and false gods, man. All right, all the idols of this place are going to be moved at the presence of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right, and all the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Yeah, the heart of this place. All right, the whole vibe and essence of America is going to melt. Metaphorically and literally, because America is going to be swallowed by nuclear fire. You understand? All right, America's going to be swallowed, engulfed in flames. All of America, from New York to California, America's going to be engulfed and swallowed by thermonuclear destruction in this third world war. All right, verse 1 again, Isaiah 19:1. And the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud. All right, and that's talking about a chariot. That cloud is talking about a chariot, man. All right, what this world calls the so-called UFO. Those orbs, those flying orbs, all right, those light orbs you see in the sky, those are the angels, man. Those are the chariots. All right, and that's what Yahweh Shai is coming back on, a chariot with the angels, man. All right, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, which is America, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. All right, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. All right, verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Civil war. Americans against Americans, man. Democrats versus Republicans. All right, liberals versus conservatives. So-called whites versus so-called blacks. Esau against Jacob, man. All right, you people really don't understand what's about to pop off, man. This is biblical prophecy. We're reading it right now. The Lord said, verse 2, I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, man. Americans against Americans, man. Civil war about to pop off. All right, it says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother. You see? All right, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Yeah, America against America, man. It's going. That's one of the signs of a falling empire. All right, civil war. All right, Yahweh Shai said it himself. All right, let's get it. All right, let's get it, man. All right, kingdom stand. All right, let's get that in Matthew, because this is in a few places actually. All right, let's get Matthew. All right, Matthew 12:25. All right, let's get it real quick. Matthew 12:25. I'll start at verse I'll just get to the point. All right, Matthew 12:25, it says, and Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Woo! All right, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Woo! And what do we just read in Isaiah 19? That the Lord is going to put what? The Egyptians against the Egyptians. That's a dark saying for the Americans against the Americans. All right, and the Lord said kingdom against kingdom, city against city. All right, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? You see? All right, because, you know, the reason why the Lord said this, Yahweh Shai said this, all right, because you had the wicked scribes and Pharisees, saying that he was using Satan or devils to cast out devils. and the Lord said, how can Satan be against Satan? You know? Because he was casting out demons out of people. And the dumbass Pharisees, the wicked Pharisees, was like, he uses devils to cast out devils. But the Lord said right here, all right, verse 25, and Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts, and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? You see, verse 27, and if I by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Woo, he was eating them. All right, therefore they shall be your judges, all right? But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of the Most High, then the kingdom of the Most High Yahweh is come unto you. Or else how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house? Woo! He was eating them, bro. All right? Come on, man. All right, so now let's get 2nd Esdras, man. All right, 2nd Esdras, because that goes into the Civil War too. This is prophecy, man. All right, the prophet Ezra, all right, seen the vision of these civil wars, man, and these race wars pop off. All right, 2nd Esdras 15 and 14, and I love this chapter, bro. I love this chapter, man. All right, 2nd Esdras 15 and 2nd Esdras 16. Those two chapters, bro, are very explicit, man. I constantly go into those chapters, man. You know, 2nd Esdras 15, because bro, he breaks it down crazy, man. All right, the prophet Ezra, man. All right, but 2nd Esdras 15, I start at verse 14. All right, 2nd Esdras 15 and 14, it reads, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Yeah, woe to the world. All right, the word woe means destruction. Destruction to the world and them that dwell therein. So destruction to this world and them that dwell in this world, man. All right, why? Because nothing but pain and suffering and misery and anguish and sorrow is coming upon this earth, man, especially here in America, man. All right, so the prophet Ezra, he said, woe to this world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Woo! And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Yeah, all right, that's talking about civil war, race wars and race riots. All right, that's what that's talking about. All right, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, which means weapons, all types of weapons, guns. Shit, it could be a literal sword too, machetes, bats, you know, all types of stuff, man. Bow and arrows. Crazy out here, bro. All right, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men. Woo, yeah, sedition. Going into uproars and uprisings. You know, government coups, violent takeovers. All right. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Yeah, they're not going to regard their kings, their princes. All right, so they're going to come after their presidents, prime ministers, all the rulers of the country. That's how wild is going to get out here, bro. The leaders of the nations. All right, so it's about to pop off crazy, man. All right, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. Yeah, that's going into martial law. All right, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. Yeah, because these that's going into martial law and these roadblocks. How these you know, these roads are going to be blocked off from going into another town, into another city. Because when this martial law pops off, people are going to try to escape. When all this hell and death and destruction pops off, people are going to try to flee, man, and they're not going to be able to. All right, like it says right here, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, and shall not be able. All right, because roads are going to be blocked off, pathways are going to be blocked off. There's going to be tanks out here in the streets, MRAPs. You know, man, you people don't know what's about to pop off, man. All right, but I just want to speak on that real quick. So, you know, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, man. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Ratazah, this lesson is edifying, man, because we're not joking. All right? We're not joking, man. All right? Like the scriptures say. All right? Then shall they know a prophet has been among them. All right? You people, you know, the earth is already seeing who the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord, man, on a very high and low scale, man. I mean, you know, because people, you know, you got videos. You got that one video of some of the brothers from the main camp in New York, the Great Millstone, the main camp of Great Millstone in New York, brother, while they was teaching and prophesying. All right, a brother comes up, yo, y'all was right all along. Y'all was right all along. Yeah. People are waking up to who the true prophets and the true servants are, man. And it's not your funky Christian pastors in these Christian churches that you go to see on Sunday, man. Not teaching you a damn thing about anything. They're not warning you of what's getting ready to come. But like I said, Ezekiel 33 and 33. Then shall they know a prophet has been among them, man. All right. The scriptures say, before they spring forth, I tell you of them. You know? All right? So again, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Ratazah. This lesson is edifying, man. It was edifying, man. You know? And the elect of you take heed, man. Receive it into your soul. All right? Shalom.